Hi, welcome to Forgotten Legends of Sound, and we are your hosts, Kevin and Ian, and we are here to do another album. Today is actually my pick, and we're going to do Adagio, and it's Sanctus Ignís. I've been meaning to do this album for a little while. If you go back to some of our early videos and stuff, like I mentioned, going over this band, but I was having a band, no? Yeah, I do. I guess the dilemma for me is I was like, should I do Underworld or should I do this one? Now, for me, I got into this album first, and just about 5 years ago, I really got into Underworld, and so I have listened to this album a lot more than Underworld, so I was just kind of like, why not? Let's just do something.
This
a little
is the
more.
one I remember in high school jamming out to much more than the other one.
So why not just go back to our glory days? And this is kind of a repeat story, but I found this band on perfectprog.com back in 2004 or whatever, and
people are like, is your channel just for promoting obscure bands, or is it just so that you guys revisit all your glory days in high school?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know which.
Yeah. Anyways,
sorry, I'm totally derailed.
Yeah, no, you're fine, man. I'm
sorry, go on.
I guess I don't have much to say about this band except that we are going to do an analysis. We are going to go through each song and talk about it and play it, and I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that you kind of get something out of this album that you didn't know
I feel
before,
like the second half is what I'm really paying attention to, because I feel like the first 4 songs I know pretty well.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the second half that I'm less aware of or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see what surprises are back there. Yeah.
By the way, guys, our channel, we're not monetized or anything. We don't care about that crap, and we just want you to support the artist. Buy the album, and we're pretty much like a promote music kind of channel. So we just do everything off the fly. There's no script or anything, and
as Chad once said, we all work and it sucks.
Yeah. So anyways, hopefully you guys have a good time just going over this album, Adagio, with us, and
I think for me,
share some of your backstory.
Sure.
Share it with everybody.
I'll share it with the world. The thing is for some reason Kevin was more inclined to classical kind of music kind of stuff, so Symphony X was his favorite band, and he listened to them a ton. And Adagio was kind of similar to Symphony X. So for me, it was kind of just okay, more Kevin's, freaking prog, classical influence kind of stuff. And I do like them. I do enjoy Symphony X. I love, and these guys I enjoy. I think they're pretty good. I don't enjoy them as much as I do other kinds of music and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that there's maybe some I don't know. I guess I'm less of the prog power guy. I guess I don't know. But I still love those genres a lot. But yeah, I the musicianship is great and everything, but there's something, I don't really know what it is. There's something that keeps me from absolutely loving this to death, like you do, this type of music and stuff,
Well, plus, I think I'm more of a technical listener.
Yeah.
I listen to what everyone's doing and how they constructed it and so on. You're kind of well, if it makes me feel good or if it's catchy. Let's be honest, you're more of a simplistic listener. You like I'm not saying that you're the dumb one. And
kind of dumb. I'm taking it the wrong way as a joke.
It's just that when you listen to music,
I
if
agree.
it makes you happy and stuff, then that's all you care about.
It's funny because if the drums and stuff are totally simple through the whole song, I'll be happy with that.
Or
if the guitar is freaking a boring riff or something, I'm oh, that's
But
cool.
you play the guitar and I play drums. I'm a lot more critical on music, but you'll listen to even some guitar stuff that might not even be all that great. You're just kind of it's great, I don't know. You're a little more open to sounds and things. And,
I guess I definitely enjoy some simpler music because I listen to a lot of older music than you do too, stuff that's freaking
60s.
Basic as crap. And I don't think that there's any wrong or right approach or anything. People enjoy different kinds of things and I don't know. Sometimes I think, and I used to have this problem with Dream Theater in high school. Sometimes when people are just soloing too much, or it's too proggy, or it's just start-stopping, and sometimes when it gets into the weeds of that kind of stuff, it's always kind of a turn-off. I guess I do think that I'm probably naturally inclined to pop music in the sense that it's simple and straightforward and catchy,
hooks and
stuff. Even though even though I describe myself as that, it's not quite right, because of course I listen to some crazy complex stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's just not what I naturally am inclined towards.
So, are you glad I picked this one over Underworld? Yeah.
I am so happy. Because Underworld is definitely harder, I feel like, to get
I feel
into.
like
this is easier to get into, I feel like, compared to the two.
Underworld's a lot more like proggy and stuff, I feel like, more technical. But, I mean, they're both great albums.
They're both great,
and I actually like the third album, too, Dominate.
Dominate.
That's pretty good, but anyways.
Which is kind of funny, because we were just like, the whole Human Fortress.
Gus Monsanto, or whatever, is the vocalist.
So, yeah.
Anyways.
It's crazy how small and tight-knit, like, a lot of the metal community is. Like,
But I don't have much more to add. Like I said, thanks for watching, everybody. Support the artists and stuff. And let's just jump into it, dude.
Yeah, let's rock out. What?
Let's just jump into it. Count me in.
Count me in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
You're a McMillan man?
You a McMillan man?
Yeah, that show's freaking hilarious.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the first song is Second Sight.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry. I was thinking about Patriot. So the first song of Sanctus Ignís is Second Sight. And dude, this is definitely very classical, kind of, I don't know, haunting stuff.
Richard Andersson does a great job on keys.
Oh, he's the one that does that space line. Yeah, I know who this guy is. I think I know some of these people. It's been a little while since I checked some of this out. Stéphan Forté.
I'm not sure what David Readman's doing nowadays, but he's been in multiple bands too.
turning Bach
Yeah.
from your Moosey fate.
This kind of reminds me a bit of Our Tension and stuff, you know, like Biological Bridge and stuff.
Yeah. Richard Andersson.
Oh, Richard Andersson, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right. Kevin.
I'm gonna give that one a 9. I think it's a solid opener, you know, but it also leaves like something a little bit lacking. I do think the transition from the solo section into the last chorus could have been a little bit better. Like I wanted them to kind of amp things up, you know. But I really like the lyrics to this song. You know, I like just the talking part. I really enjoy and everything. The chorus is good. But it's not quite a masterpiece for me. So I don't know. Maybe I wanted something a little more intense added into this song because it's
A little safe or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit safe. Yeah, but still a solid opener. But it's not the kind of opener that really like pulls me in. And I'm like, oh heck yeah. But I do think this is a great song though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great too. I gave it an 8. I like it, and I like that they're going for that 90s Symphony X sound. Like, this sounds like something that could have been on the first album, you know? And I kind of like that, because it's like, Absinthe and Rue. There's like a mysterious, like, I don't know, like Edgar Allan Poe vibe to it. It's almost like kind of mysterious, maybe even spooky. I don't know if spooky's the right word, but it's certainly mysterious sounding. And the fact that they... the notes that they hit, they don't mind that they're like going in like different, they're like hitting minor notes and all this stuff. Like it's very, I don't know, it's very mysterious classical sounding. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, I think the vocalist does a good job. I guess I don't have as much to say about that one. I know 3 and 4 are usually the bangers for this album for me. But I think it's a solid opener.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, let's move on to the Inner Road.
Inner Road.
Yeah.
Inner Road. Here it is. Like right at that beginning, I'm thinking, oh, person's going safe because somebody's like locked inside the wall. Like immediately, that's like
Asking them what's on.
Yeah, like some of that stuff. It just has that sort of vibe to it, like this mysterious panic.
this outro.
Yeah, very hot. Elbow popped. Yeah, I think that one's a little bit weaker than track 1 for me. It feels a little meandering, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, maybe less focused. But I did think some of the guitar playing and keyboard parts were good, though. Like, it's almost like, I feel like, not in all cases, but maybe in this case, I feel like they're excellent musicians, but I don't know, maybe just, it just doesn't seem as focused, I guess, you know, on this song. I know it comes together on, like, other songs they do, but in this one, I don't know if it really comes together as much. I'm giving it a 7. Like, I still like the chorus, but I don't know. There's just something keeping me from really loving it. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think I do like track 1 a little bit more. I like the way this song starts off because it feels like it's the way like a track 2 should be, which is like, you know, but I feel like they go into some areas where it's just a slower tempo and stuff, and they do that too much. I kind of wanted a little more intensity, I guess, for this song, you know. I wanted it to be a track 2, you know, second punch, kind of just like, heck yeah. But that chorus of walking through the field, it's just a little restrained, you know, a little reserved and everything. And I just kind of wanted something a little more. Heck, even in the solo section, the rhythm is much more like, and I don't know, it would have been cool if they amp things up a bit and start soloing and go back to the, you know, because that was a riff that I was exactly, that was the riff that I was more into. And heck, maybe even end the solo, you know, walking through the fields of life,
instead of all slow,
instead of all, maybe the drums could have, you know, instead of just lackadaisical. I just wanted something with a little more oomph.
So if they ended that last chorus like double bass, faster, more intense,
just more
backing vocals,
something.
I don't know.
Something, you know. I think it's more of a personal preference kind of thing, because I think maybe for some people they would love it just the way it is, you know.
That's true.
But my personal preference, I just wanted something a little more.
I feel like the music itself does a good job at least painting a mysterious or like a peril. Like the music feels like perilous, you know, in some sort of literary or whatever kind of way, and I think that's pretty cool. Like it does have like some good mystique to the song that I think is really good.
Like that first verse when he's like, spirits on the, you know, I'm just like, oh heck yeah, man, we're getting into it and stuff. You know, that spirits will come in a blurred shape. I just have to wait. It's a matter of time. I really liked what they were going through. You know, the divine breath of night entices me into the maze of my soul. Like, I liked what they're going to, but then I felt like it just meandered a bit in the second half and felt a little lackadaisical. Just
a little unfocused.
You know? So, but still a great song. Like, I still enjoy going through this song. And,
it's definitely one that when I'm listening to the album, it's not like a bad. It's never a bad song or anything. But it just doesn't get me like excited or like rocking out or something as some of the others.
This is actually the first song that I heard from Adagio, so I will always love In Nomine.
This is on that Perfect Prog site?
That website, so I will always love this song.
No, this song is pretty freaking dope. You ready for In Nomine? I think this one and this Stringless Violin are always probably going to be my favorites. Although stuff on that Dominate album was actually kind of cool. Like, it was kind of cool mixing in other elements that you weren't really expecting on the first 2 albums, I guess.
I love when the right hand's going and the left hand.
This like perilous keyboard again, you know. Like in Dracula, like this is what he would play. You know, he'd play the classics, you know. Also, these 2 songs pick up the tempo a lot more too. More quicker. It's more down our alley. Sounds so great there. Salieri, you know?
David Readman was going for it, man.
He was going for it.
I give that a freaking 10, man. Like, I love In Nomine. It's one of those songs that I've always loved. When, like, I was blown away when I first heard this song, like back in around 2004 or so. I was just like, holy crap! And I just that strong keyboard, you know, like I was just like, holy crap, man! Like I just, it just blew me away back in the day, and I still love it to this day. I never get tired of this song. I've been playing it for 20 years, you know, and I just, man, I love the drumming and everything. I love that drive, you know, and just, it's just such an awesome freaking song. Like, everyone's on point here. Great guitar, you know, great keyboards. Like, yeah, just awesome freaking song.
Yeah. I'm giving it a 10 too. Really well put together. I'm definitely somebody that enjoys like faster, more energetic kind of music. So the fact that this song picks up the tempo a lot more compared to the first two, you know, is a plus for me. And I love that keyboard throughout the whole song. Really, the keyboard's dope, and the chorus is the catchiest so far too. Like everything just comes together. The backing vocals are great. Just a really dope song. You know, I see why you got into it in 2004 and why you're trying to show it to me.
Yeah, dude, I was like blown away. I was like, holy crap, this is freaking awesome, you know? And,
pretty dope.
And I mentioned this while the song was going, but I always love it when like keyboardists, piano players, they're doing stuff with their right hand and their left hand. It's some bands, it's all about the, you know, melody in the right hand and stuff, but I like hearing what the lower end stuff is doing too. So anyways, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move on.
The Stringless Violin.
Yeah, another banger.
Another banger. Yeah, this one.
I think this one's probably your favorite on the album.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see whenever it's done. It's either this one or number 3. Yeah. But I do like this one a lot. Pretty dope. But I'm also seeing the 7-minute mark, and I'm like, no, I'm joking. Yeah, this one might be my favorite. This one's pretty
this
dope.
song is pretty freaking good.
It is pretty good.
I like 3 more, but this one's a close second. Like, they messed up on
finality.
that Metal Archives, man. They don't know on Metal Archives.
Metal Archives doesn't know lyrics. Yeah, my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn, man.
I'm giving it a 9.5.
So you do like In Nomine
I think I like
more.
In Nomine more. That one's a little bit long, but I love like the calm, quiet sections and stuff in the verse section, and the way they build that chorus is really cool. And the chorus is dope. It just goes on a little bit too long for me. Not quite my tempo. But yeah, I still think it's a fantastic song. So yeah, 9.5.
I'm gonna give it a 10, man. I freaking love this song. I really think, of course, like, you know, Richard Andersson like steals the show for this song. But man, I do love that just meaty, awesome little riff that the guitarist does after that kind of quiet section. Then it's like boom, 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 doom, doom, ba.
It's like, even though I think this is what Stéphan Forté's like band that he started.
Yeah.
He's
gives like the main guy.
He still gives a ton of room for like the keyboardist to do a ton of stuff. Yeah. Like, it's like he does some cool stuff, but yeah, he allows like the whole band to kind of shine.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he I don't know if he gave everyone permission. I don't know how they wrote their music, but you know what I mean. It's just like even though like he's the one that started it, it seems like everybody's kind of on board with doing like a good job and playing and stuff.
I mean, you know, like he's not going to be like, no, I have to shine.
No,
you
man,
know this. You know this guy
time.
loves the keyboard. He loves the piano and everything. Like the guy's probably a classical junkie, so he's going to love that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just awesome freaking song. You know, and yeah, that song is probably the proggiest one so far. I did notice something too. Is there's this part when he's like, I have seen the world begin like during that sort of bridge part and everything. The drummer's doing kind of a you know, and it's almost like a halftime with the hi-hat, and I can't remember if the same drummer's on the second album, but that felt like something that the drummer would have done on the Underworld album, because he does that a lot. Like on the song Chosen, there's a lot of this kind of halftime, you know, hitting the snares, you know, it's kind of a stylistic choice, and I don't know if any of you all noticed that or whatever, but you know, because I listened to the drums, I noticed it, and so I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool.
I do like the ending with the whole like, I understand.
Yeah, the ending.
Like, he gets it. The reason for life.
Yeah. So
ready for the 7 lands of sin?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know if I like this epic more than the Underworld epic. I don't know. Like, let's jump into it.
I really don't know either. Not because I can't tell. It's just I just don't know both the songs that well.
Right.
Oh man.
This one's a lot more proggier, to be honest. This is the most proggy song, I'd say.
I think the 1142 gave that away.
Yeah.
Prog people sure do love their long songs. But I have no idea if I'm in tandem with it, you know. Oh yeah. Had to do that.
I knew that there's that quick little thing, but
Yeah.
This feels a bit like the Odyssey or Divine Wings of Tragedy, like the epic, like, you know.
Yeah, going through different sections and stuff.
Going to different sections.
Yeah.
Spooky, yes.
Mysterious.
Get comfy, Ian. We are settling in to the 7 lands of sin, man.
I think I might even
Settling in.
back in my chair a little bit.
Put my arm on the armrest. There we go. Like, take a load off, partner. Just this low bass note. I like that. It sounds
Like something gargantuan is marching or something.
yeah.
have now decided
I like that he changes his voice vocals up with the song. man. Oh, yeah. What you got? Like 4 seconds left?
4 seconds left.
I'm going to give that one an 8.5. I think I like it similarly to track 2. There's a lot to like in this song, you know? I just think that it's a little bit too long. There's some sections that like don't do as much for me, but I do like going through this song and going through it with the lyrics and everything. I was immersed. I was interested in what they were doing and what they were going for. So I do think that this is a solid song. It's just there's definitely some parts that I get a little bit lost in and stuff, you know. But it's still a fantastic song, you know. I love that part when it's just like and it sounds so like, you know, catastrophic.
And then that bass drum's like
yeah, that bass drum it's just like and then it goes back in. It's just there's a lot to like in this song. Like I would understand. I feel like I would understand if someone couldn't get into the song, but I'd also understand if this was like the best song on the album for some people. I could see both
ways.
Both ways, yeah. So yeah, I think 8.5 is accurate for me.
I'm giving it a 6. It's a little too long. I mean, there's parts in it that are pretty good, but man, it just goes on for so long and it loses my attention. And it is kind of proggy. Like some of the rhythm or talking sections seem kind of just chaotic and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, there's some parts like in the guitar riffing that is like kind of cool. But yeah, just, you know, above average, pretty good song. But
you don't see yourself ever really getting more out of this song, you don't think?
Not really. I thought I might the first half that we were going through it, and then as the longer it went on, I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna grow on me.
I love that part when he's doing the like. I love that like the last time they do the chorus, it's just Walker in the lab.
That is cool. Yeah.
Like there's a lot to like in this song, but anyways, yeah, it is what it is. I already knew that you weren't gonna like this song as much. You know what I mean? Because it's there's a lot there. So yeah.
You ready for Order of Enlil?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Enlil, huh?
Oh man, yeah. This is just, I guess, like. Take off the glasses. Let our nose get a little bit. Actually, I don't really remember this one. I don't think. Yeah, the second half of the album is fuzzy for you.
You've got mail. All right.
All right, bro.
My turn?
Yeah. What do you think of that one?
I don't know. It's just kind of a bunch of soloing. I'm getting it a 6. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like instrumental music, I feel like it has to have some kind of like recurring theme or some motif that they go back to.
Yeah, like
and maybe this did have it, but I didn't really catch it.
You mean the part that
some kind of Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah. They always go back to
Yeah, I didn't really Yeah, it just wasn't super memorable for me.
Yeah.
So I do feel like instrumental music, you need to have like a really strong hook in the melody or something.
Yeah.
But the playing was really good, and I
like something like that.
Yeah, something like that. A little something like that. Like then we take our flim traps.
I'm gonna give it a 7. You know, I think it's a good song. You know, I like that they get a little quicker and start busting out and stuff. Because if it just stayed in that for like the entire instrumental, I would have been like, dude, like,
yeah,
And so I like all the soloing and everything, but so far this is the weakest so far for me. I mean, it's a good song, but just good.
Yeah. Yeah. Ready for a Sanctus Ignís?
yeah, let's do it.
Sanctus Ignís.
At least 4 minutes.
4 minutes, not bad. I can do 4 minutes. I'm wondering why they stretched out that Led Zeppelin song. Maybe that's only 5 minutes. I'm kind of like, what did you do to stretch it out? Like, easy, I guess.
No people said you were free. It's not
better than number 2, but kind of on the same par for me.
Yeah, you think so?
So what do you think?
I'm going to give that one a 7.5. I think I like it just a little bit more than track 6. This song is a bit straightforward. I think I like the talking part the most and everything, but it's like I just kind of lose interest with the chorus section.
Yeah,
like the chorus section doesn't do a whole lot for me, you know. And so yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because this is the like title track for the album, you know. But I feel like the lyrics are just a little bit more bland. They're not as interesting as like those first like 4 songs lyrically and everything. So, you know, I like this song, but yeah, not much more to add.
I'm giving it a 7. It's kind of reminding me of track 2 a little bit in that like there's things that I like, but it just doesn't have as much to like really like amaze me like maybe like 1, 3, and 4 did, I guess.
Yeah.
But still really solid though. Definitely a step up from the last 2 for me.
Yeah. I guess it helped for you that it was shorter.
It helped.
Yeah.
A little more piecemeal, you know. You ready to move on to Panem et Circenses?
I actually do like this one. Yeah.
Okay. Panem.
Et Circenses. Panem.
They're like, I don't understand why these people are doing what they're doing.
I know, right?
Lyrics are kind of different than what we've had so far.
It's just the drive reminds me of track 3. This part, you know?
No, it's just a weird word to like end on, you know? You know what I mean? Like some of the like a lot of big words.
This song, dude. Like,
no, it's just so strange. It's so strange.
You're like, what the hell are they doing?
It's like some of the words are just they're really weird words to put in the song. Let's put it that way. It's like insinuously, ostensibly. You know, like it's very strange.
I love that.
I read it.
I freaking love it, dude.
The words are weird even just to say, let alone sing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I love it.
It's a strange song. I mean, I kind of like the intensity of the chorus. It seems pretty wild, but it's also just weird because it ends on such a it's a really weird.
It's a banger.
It's a weird song. It's very strange. I don't remember this song at all.
Yeah.
And I've gone through this album at least 5 times in my life, like in the last 20 years.
3 times.
So like once every 4 years, I'll go through the album, you know? Like, no, you're definitely way more, you remember all this stuff.
I feel like this song has a little more intensity, which I just love.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
In this preposterous situation.
You know what this song reminds me of?
Huh.
Bad Religion. This song reminds me of Bad Religion because, like, they'll have, like, you and your social constructive autonomy, you know? Like the song lyrics are all just, like, a bunch of big words and stuff. And I love Bad Religion, don't get me wrong. But it's just a little weird at first, you know?
Yeah.
Because some of these lines, you know, are just very strange.
Obsequious slaves, man.
Yeah, like...
You know, hence deprived of their own will,
slaves,
lobotomized, forced
into
into
docility. Yeah, like, it sounds like you're reading some dissertation paper, you know, where they using all those big words and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's
so
just very strange. Loathing our predicament in this inimical world, stultified, we are unable to regain our blighted hopes.
So...
And, you know, and I think the end of that chorus is so weird. It's very strange. I do like the beginning bit when it's like, we've tacitly accepted this preposterous. And I feel like situation maybe is not the right word there. Like, this preposterous. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird song. But then they're like, retaliation is out of the question. And it's just... it's kind of weird. It's like you're ending like on a cliffhanger sort of, with not ending on a punch, I guess, like not ending on like a definitive statement. This song is really lyrically, it's just very different from what we've had so far from the other songs. I feel like I'm giving it a 7, kind of on par with the last one. Like it's not like a terrible song or anything, and I think it's pretty good, but it just kind of caught me off guard, and you know, it's just like. I don't know. Some of the words and stuff seem a bit like it's very strange. Very strange. Talks funny. You know,
man,
I don't know how to
like this song. I think I'm gonna change Second Sight to 9.5.
Okay.
I think
gotta help out my ratings a little bit.
I think I like this song similar to Second Sight. I think I'm gonna give this one a 9.5.
Oh,
this song is freaking awesome. It delivers the intensity that I wanted and everything, and it's like the ramblings of like this just madman. Just I love that David Readman is just going for it, you know. Stupefied, and then they just keep going, and I'm just like, yeah, we accepted this. It just, the song gets me pumped up and everything, and I like all the guitar work and, you know, the keyboards. It just, what a cool song, man. This is a song that, to me, is the banger for the second half of the album. You know, this is the song that, like, you know, when I go through this album, I don't listen to the Immigrant song that often, you know. So this is kind of the closer for me, and it always leaves me feeling like, dude, what a sick album. What a cool, because like 6 and 7 are a little bit kind of there for me, but you know,
this one brings it all back.
This one brings it all back, yeah. So I think this is an awesome song.
Even the title, I don't know what that means. Panem et circenses, but you know, I mean, yeah, like if someone likes it, then cool, good for them. It's just, it was a very interesting song compared to the rest of the album in a different, in an unexpected way, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
You ready for Immigrant Song?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I guess this is an instrumental of Led Zeppelin or something.
Can I count you? Are you on my team? Count me in.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. He had a brain injury. Yeah, I've got a lot going on. Yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna do with this because I don't really remember this.
It's been a long time since I've heard this.
Yeah, I mean, I remember how the original song goes,
Yeah.
but I'm wondering, like, do they just solo over that main riff for like 5 minutes or what? Like, you know, I don't know.
Don't you guys love these in the booklet previously released on Lit Music?
Lit Music. What a strange name for a company. Lit Music. Very strange name.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a. It's kind of hard because it's like, I mean, sure, I like Led Zeppelin and stuff, but I just kind of feel like this song is a little unnecessary, you know, for the album and stuff. I'm curious what the backstory is with why they wanted to do this song, whether there was some kind of agreement with the label or some kind of a personal thing where they just really wanted
this is
to
our first jam song that we did together.
Maybe like some kind of ode or tribute to Led Zeppelin, something, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. You know, just, you know, pretty good. You know, above average, pretty good. It's just there's nothing wrong with the song or whatever, you know. It's just I just don't really know why it's there per se, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. What do you give this song?
I give it a 5.5.
Where'd the 7 go?
I know.
Hey, what are you doing there?
I know, it's hard to
multitask.
Yeah, I give it a 5.5. I agree. It does seem unnecessary. Some of the soloing was pretty cool, but yeah, it just kind of like I can see why you skip it though. You know, we just had another instrumental track 3 tracks ago, and it does feel like it's fluffing up the album a little bit, you know, more. You know, but. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like terrible, just kind of average. Yeah, but yeah, definitely the highlights I think for this record. Yeah, it's some of the more original stuff is more. Yeah. I'm gonna add up the scores and everything. Man, I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I'm gonna add up the scores and
then find out.
And then find out. Find out the truth of the matter.
Yeah, what did I give it? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, I added the scores, and for Adagio, Sanctus Ignís, I gave it the lower score. I gave it a 7.33. Kevin gave it the higher score. He gave it a score of 8.55. So, jeez Louise. I know.
Don't worry, I'll just sit here and be quiet. And I'll just look at you.
Yeah.
You know, and
all eyes on you.
I'll just no pressure. You know.
No pressure. Okay, there we go. We are back, people. So the overall score we give Sanctus Ignís is a 7.94.
I wanted to get in the 8.
I know. I know. I kind of put a wrench in that.
Yeah, you kind of messed it up. Yeah. Maybe if I just did this by myself, things would have gone better.
Things would have gone a little bit
No,
better.
I appreciate you doing this with me, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad we went through it, and I wanted you to be kind of surprised or have something kind of interesting
to say,
like like because you don't really listen to this album on your own. Let's be honest,
not very
often.
often.
I'm the one who listens to this band, mostly.
Yeah.
You just don't listen to this band. But like, I guess like I'll let you do your closing thoughts, and then I'll do my closing thoughts. But I guess one question I have for you is like, was it at least a pleasant experience and everything going through this album? Like,
yeah, I think so. I was hoping a little bit more that the second half would like surprise me a little bit more or like draw me in a little bit more. But as it still stands, I think I still kind of like the first half more. Yeah. I do think the playing is really good, and I like what they're going for because I do think that that sort of like vein that Symphony X was doing in the 90s and stuff, like even Symphony X, I feel like isn't really tapping into that vein in the last 15 years or whatever as much, So it's like, so I do like that they're leaning into the classical bit, even because I know like sometimes. Like classical music isn't just about playing really fast and doing some kind of like arpeggio, like it's like I like that they add a little bit more to that sort of palette instead of just like Yngwie Malmsteen metal kind of stuff.
Sure,
what I mean?
Yeah. All the neoclassical.
And I do think that like. It's funny because like I feel like classical influence in metal is kind of something that's gone now. I feel like the only bands that seem to be added in is a bunch of tech death bands, and I'm kind of like, well, that's kind of a little bit different because it's like normally it seemed like the progressive metal bands were the ones that were adding in all the heavy all the classical music to heavy metal or the power metal bands were doing that.
I kind of feel like though like the tech death bands that use it. They only ever do it during a solo section.
Yeah.
They don't implement it in their verses or they don't use it for anything else except when they want
just when they want a solo. There'll be like some classical solo.
Yeah.
But I just find it weird that like I don't really hear a lot of classical influence in a lot of music, modern music.
Yeah. It's been kind of forgotten, man.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if like a lot of musicians nowadays may feel like the classical palette is like has been done to death or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to, and this is just kind of an open question. It'd be interesting if somebody brought back neoclassical metal, because you look at a lot of the greats of that from like, you know, and it's mostly stuff from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just makes me wonder if like, can neoclassical metal make a comeback, or maybe is it underground and I'm not aware of it. That could be it too. But anyways, with all that being said, I like that they are expanding on this certain sound that I don't feel like is super common. And they're great musicians. I think the parts I don't maybe care as much for is maybe like the longer songs, or just like maybe if it was more catchier or maybe more mainstreamy for someone like me. I don't know. I don't know. But like just some kind of catchiness or something for me might have lifted it more for me. With that being said, I still think my score is still like it's still a great record. A 7.3 to me is still a great album, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was good to listen to it and to kind of dig deeper and also find out why you and that other guy like loved this so much. You know, like
the YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube.
Guy?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Shout out to.
Oh man, we're so terrible. Man, I can't remember his name on the top of my head. But you know, like he knows who he is. You know,
because like this,
shout out to
there's a guy commenting in some of our videos asking, when are you doing Adagio? So it's like, well, we did Adagio.
Yeah, we finally did it.
I'll do some of my closing thoughts and everything, and Ian's just kind of browsing a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad we went through this album. I've been meaning to do this album for a while, because I do feel like Adagio is pretty underrated, and maybe part of it is just that not a lot of people are into the whole neoclassical type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think that they did something really cool with this album. And again, I remember when I first got into this band, I was pretty blown away.
Mm-hmm.
I was already into Symphony X and stuff. And so, but I felt like it was unfair to just be like, oh, it's a Symphony X clone. Because I feel like these guys are pretty different,
Yeah.
The way Russell Allen sings versus David Readman, I feel like they sing differently. And their approach to choruses or their approach to certain things are just, just different. So anyways, so I was kind of like, well, I love Symphony X and I love Adagio. I'm okay with having more, This time going through the album, I forgot how fun some of the lyrics were. That's something that kind of stood out to me, is just how cool some of those lyrics are in some of these songs. And track 8 is a freaking banger, man. I like track 8, and
you'll fight me on that.
Yeah, but I still, 3 will always be my favorite, because In Nomine means a lot to me. It's a song that got me into them, and yeah, so anyways. Yeah, did you look up the name or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't take the time to. But yeah, sorry for I'm sorry for spacing your name out. But it was cool to do an album that some people enjoy.
You've got the next pick, bro. So thanks everybody for watching. We're Forgotten Legends of Sound, and have a good day.
Mm-hmm.